Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing our roleplay series as the Dokeianos dynasty. Alright, so if you guys recall from last episode, we're trying to get this faction strong enough to be able to win the war against our liege so that we can reduce the crown authority and thus declare war on fellow vassals. Now, that is not necessarily the only way for us to be able to declare war on our fellow vassals, which, by the way, we're trying to do the war against these guys here, and we still have to get the claim. However, there are other options. There's this character here, which I don't know how well we do against him and his allies. We have like a similar number here. We'd probably be able to beat him, I think. Yeah, I think we would be able to beat him, because that's how much he has plus his allies, and we have, you know, about that number without our allies. So I think we would be able to beat him, so we could even take this province if we wanted to, but that wouldn't help us get the county that we're trying to get. So that's the reason why we're going to do this one. The other option would be to declare war on this character here, which he looks pretty weak from his recent conflict. Yeah, I think we'd do even better against him. So we don't even have to wait for that. We could declare war on this character instead, but again, can't do that as long as crown authority is where it's at. Now you'll notice that we did have another option for declaring war on this guy here, or anybody else for that matter. If we had a hook on the emperor, then we could use that to be able to declare war despite the high crown authority. But of course we don't have a hook on the emperor, but maybe we'll get one. Remember, we are trying to find secrets in the capital right now. So let's see what happens, guys. But overall, we're very much limited because of the crown authority, which is unfortunate because I was really hoping to get a duchy under this character so that we could keep all the counties. You know, they'd go to our sons, but they would be our vassals. But unfortunately, it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. I just don't think we'll live long enough, guys. We probably will die in this episode, actually, depending on how far we get, I guess. So while performing his duties, okay, so this is another secret that we've actually found on the Duchess here, which getting the secrets on all these dukes and duchesses has been incredibly helpful because it's allowed us to force them into that faction. Now, of course, there are other things to do as well. We could like force marriages on them, like this one here. I mean, you could force him into a marriage, perhaps, maybe with a daughter or a granddaughter. So those are other options rather than forcing her to join the faction. But let's go into Blackmailer so we can actually get the hook on her. Oh, and she refused it. Okay, so we can either say a threat was made and there can only be one outcome, and it was like a 90% chance that she would accept, so I'm a little bit surprised here. So we can either say, you know, you can say this one and reveal it, or we could do this one and we'll be unable to expose the secret or use it for blackmail. I feel like we'd probably do this one. We're not going to, you know, say we're going to do something and not follow through with it. And if we were like a cowardly character, then maybe we'd do that. I think we would do that, in fact. We'd be too scared to reveal it and what the you know, what the outcome of that could be. Let's go and speed this up. I always forget that they turn it down. We have a good little chunk of money, but not really anything to build in our capital, unfortunately. We can build up this province, since we do know that we are set to still have control of that. We will lose the other two counties, though. Yeah, we're going to lose the other two counties to Magnus and Cyrus. And again, I really don't think there's going to be anything that we're gonna be able to do about that. Let me just see if he's still set to get this one. So yeah, we just got to build something else here. And what do we want to get? I think we have two money ones, so we should probably get a levy one, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. We could also get a fort here, since they are consistently attacking here. And if you got an outpost, that gives you levies plus the defender advantage. So overall, it's a pretty good bonus here. And again, they do keep on attacking us there. I think we will do the outpost here, guys. And let's go and do that. I know it doesn't give very much here initially, but it will be much better overall in the long run. And I think the advantage is key, because we have fought a lot of battles right here, guys. Quite a few battles. I'd say we fought more battles in this province than any other province in the game so far. So I think it would be really worth it to get that advantage bonus. All right, so we have now got a claim. It's going to cost us a little bit of money. But again, can't declare war yet. We're just kind of stuck until we either get enough people in the faction or we're able to get a hook on the emperor. We're at 69% right now. Oh, they built those lookout towers fast. That must have been a really fast construction. And it's only 3 months here. So yeah, let's go and build the next one. I didn't even think about that. But yeah, you can build these very, very quick. Now, they're probably not as good as far as, like, I suppose you could get much, much better levies from some of these other buildings here. But the defender advantage, man, that's the main reason why we're getting it. As you can see, it's much better than the defender advantage that we get here on the hill fort. I believe it is anyway. Let me just double check here. Yeah, it goes up +4, but you know what? Maybe it's not. Yeah, I guess it's not, but of course this only gives the fort level the advantage in the garrison. It doesn't give any levies. So it's about the same for defender advantage. Looks like they also have control bonuses each. One's a percentage while one's a regular growth. Now, of course, control is not really an issue there, so that's not something I was considering. But yeah, the reason why I went with that is because it gives the levies and the advantage bonus rather than the garrison and increased fort size. So unfortunately, one of our counselors did die. That was our chancellor. I don't think he was that good. So putting this guy in place, probably not losing much on the overall diplomacy score. And plus, he's a powerful vassal, so we appease him. So we're going to get him appointed. And we have found another secret, and this is on another duchess. Wow. Yeah, we just are having great luck on finding secrets on the Dukes and Duchesses again whenever we're doing it here in the capital. It's been quite beneficial. So yeah, let's go ahead and blackmail her. You can see her kill list. She's killed a ton of people, 3 people. I mean, that's not a ton, but it's more than we've seen before. Do we already have a hook on her? Yeah, we already have a hook on her, so we could blackmail. Okay, so this is what we're going to want to do. We're going to want to, like, sell the hook, which I don't know if we can do that just yet. Yeah, we could sell the hook and then use it again. When do we lose this? 23 to July, 11:30. Or excuse me, that's when we can reuse it. So it doesn't look like we can sell it. Yeah, it seems like you can't sell it until it's, you know, until you're able to use it again. All right, I was hoping I'd be able to, like, sell it and then, I mean, we can still do that once the 4 years, once we get through that 4-year cooldown. Once we get to that, we could technically sell it. And man, all of our counselors are dying. We could sell it and then blackmail her again with the other one, though I don't know if that would be a strong hook. All right, so we have constructed up the military outpost. Let's go ahead and get something else that would grant levies, I think. So probably either the barracks or the military camp. 825 levies here. Do some building construction time, and I guess the main bonus we want to look at here is that we're going to get the spearman damage and bonus, get reinforced rate as well. So yeah, we could go with the barracks, or we could go with the military camps. Let's see which one we want to go. That one gives a lot more levies. This one gives more bonuses down here, though, with the military camps. Let's go ahead and do the bonuses here then, guys. I think we have both of these in our capital, or else I would go with whatever one we don't have. But I want to say we have both. Yeah. So yeah, the capital has all those nice little bonuses. Also, it seems that we didn't hire a spy master, which is a real bummer because remember, not only was that our spy master that died, I didn't even realize that when it popped up. He's also our physician, and he's been very good at both of those jobs, guys. He's done a fantastic job with both of them. Nobody great here, but the mayor has 13, so I mean it's not bad. It's better than nothing. Not quite as good as I think the 21 intrigue skill of our previous spy master. So a little bit of a drop there. Means it's going to take longer to get these secrets, and he might not be as effective at it either. So let's just take a look at the faction situation. We can add one more member. We're at 79%, and then it looks like the Duchess here could now be forced to join. And I think this is the Duchess that we couldn't make join before, and she has a very large military. So let's force her to join the faction, and that'll get us up to 114% so that we can send off the ultimatum. And let me just take a look and see when this is going to expire. Oops, I'm in the wrong one, guys. Factions, is that F7? I think that's F7. I don't think I can use that because it's connected to my recording software. So with the, yeah, that's F7 because F6 is intrigue. So I can't use F7, F8, or F9. I use all those for my, I use them all for my recording software. So I wanted to see if anybody's going to be able to leave here. I don't know if we're able to see that when they're able to leave. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like we can see when they would be able to leave, which is kind of a bummer. Because I'm wondering if we could perhaps get more members in. Where are we at on getting this secret done? It's about a third of the way. Yeah, I say like before we end up losing this, because I don't know how long it's been since we forced those first members in. We should probably just press our demands now. We're going to get more stronger in this. We're getting old as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and press the demands. Yeah, he refused it. So this will start the Liberty Faction War. This is going to be a big old war for him. And so let's take a look at what our total numbers are going to be here. Now, I don't know if everybody has automatically joined. Yeah, they're already all in it. And so now we're looking at 13,000 to 10,000. And I think we can pull our allies in. No, maybe not. Yeah, they wouldn't be able to pull our allies in because all of our allies are vassals of the Emperor, so you wouldn't be able to assist us, unfortunately. I'll double check on that, but I'm pretty sure they won't be able to join because of it being against the liege. So yeah, we can try, but yeah, we cannot get any of them to join it. But again, I'm just going to double check on this to confirm that nobody can join. All right, we already knew that was going to be the case. So yeah, let's go and raise our armies up. Now, in order to get the win here, I think we should probably just go after the capital, though we could just stick around here and siege down nearby provinces. Maybe we should help with the battle since we do have a significant part of the army is from us. And it looks like a lot of the troops, I don't think he's raised them up just yet because these guys are not the Emperor's armies. All right, so I suppose what we'll do, I guess we should probably raise our troops up first. Let's go ahead and raise them up right here. So raise up the troops. Get them all put together here. Get a commander appointed. Oh, it might just end up being this mayor. I don't know if there's anybody better. There's ourselves, which I confused this earlier in the series. I forgot that they changed this so that you don't see the marshal. You see what their advantage would be. And so I had before said, oh, you know, we have the 13 here, and thus we'd be better than the 14 because you'd add the +5 on the advantage, and we'd be at 18. But that already adds a +5 because I forgot that they changed this in a patch a while ago where it now shows advantage instead of marshal. So our current guy is not actually better than the mayor, so we'll keep him in place. Plus, he has a better prowess if he was to have to engage in battle. So I think he's the best character for this job here. Now, we're probably going to want to split up our army and have one sieging army. But no matter what we do, we are going to need to come after this capital here. I think that's the best way to get this win. So let's go and shoot over to the capital. We'll move as one army here to get those hide tents. Excellent. Is there anything else to get? Or we don't have any money. Yeah, we're broke right now. All right, so we're going to have to wait till we get a little bit of money. And they're going to bring a bunch of allies into the conflict. I wasn't thinking about that fact. So that could result in us having much similar numbers now at this point. All right, so we're just going to see what happens here, guys. With all of us all separated, this could end up going quite poorly. So we have to make sure that we ourselves keep our army intact so that we can, you know, if we have to win it ourselves, then we can do that. I don't know, guys. It's going to be close. This is going to be a big battle, and it's going to be very close. We do see that our allies are already kind of coming towards us. I'm guessing they're kind of joining up with us. They may siege down here, but again, the key here is to take the Emperor's lands, which I don't know exactly what he owns outside of the capital as far as counties go. So let's just take a look. He owns the 2 counties nearby. He also has a county somewhere. Might have to actually click on that to find out where these are at. One's down there. So let's see where this one is. Oh, okay, that's the capital. And then we have one more here. Oh, this is just a barony. And that's right there. All right, so yeah, we'll just continue going this way and try and siege down all of his provinces. Now, could very well find ourselves in battles here. I assume that 2,800 men might attack us. Now, we do outnumber them with the help of our allies here. Also, they could end up hiring mercenaries, our allies, I mean. So that would be helpful. We'd take attrition if we attack right there. So we do have to take control of probably that county right there. Could go after that barony here. These 2 baronies, I suppose. They're in this county. So could do that first. I almost want to go ahead and combine, or excuse me, split the armies. Let's go here. And I think we're going to split them. Although maybe we should keep them together. Yeah, since we could be attacked any moment. I'm a little bit worried about attrition, though. So yeah, I think we have to take that barony right there to be able to come through here without taking attrition. It looks like we'd take attrition just taking there. So actually we do have to take these locations. So we'll go after these ones. If we get attacked here, it would be overall negative, of course. What's crappy about having an attack here in this county is there's 2 baronies. I think we'd have to take both of those in order to take the county. Caesar's triumph. While studying the tactics of ancient generals, I was amused to learn about Julius Caesar's exploits during his conquest of Gaul. During his siege of Alesia, Caesar determined that direct assault on the well-fortified city would be too costly. He instead ordered his army to build his own fortress, which surrounded the entire city, trapping the enemy garrison inside to starve while simultaneously preventing reinforcements from relieving the defenders. That was actually a really risky move of Julius Caesar, and it almost ended in disaster. If he hadn't been assisted, then it would have probably resulted in the destruction of his army. So we can say a little ingenuity goes a long way in a siege, in which case we'll gain the military engineer trait, reduce siege time, and that would make us probably want to make ourselves the leader of a siege army. We can gain the unyielding defender. We have reduced friendly fatal casualties, but we'll gain stress because they're arrogant, so make the enemy come to you. I like it. Yeah, we wouldn't do that as an arrogant character. We can instead say Caesar took a risk with that plan, but it paid off, in which case we'll become reckless. I never really was a big fan of the reckless trait since it does have a negative with it. So let's go with this one. We'll get the military engineer trait, which is exactly what I think we'd prefer to use our general for, use our count for, is for sieging down provinces. So I feel like we should split this because we are getting the assistance of our ally here, so I'm not as worried. So let's go ahead and split off a new army, and this one will be led by, and this will probably just be levies, guys. Yeah, I think this is just going to be, well, you know what we could do? Yeah, we'll go and add these guys here and just get their numbers up a bit. Maybe like so. Yeah, that probably looks good. And then this army here will be commanded by us. And we're just going to use ourselves to get sieges done quickly. And I don't know if we'll arrive there in time. It looks like we have an ally coming. It doesn't really matter who takes it. We're looking at 6 months here and 4 months in this location. So I think the question now is, what is the enemy armies doing? We of course see the men there. And of course these are also hostile, but they could be part of these conflicts though. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. It's really difficult to see who the enemy is at this point, because there's so many like hostile armies roaming around right now. But let's hope the Emperor is distracted in his other conflicts. I mean, it's not a lot of troops that he's facing there, so that's not that distracting. Same thing with this one. It's only a few thousand troops that he's facing there. But if we can keep him distracted over here, that might be just enough for us to get the win over here. So we'll take these two. Then we'll probably have one army take the capital and one army take that hill. If we can get control of an heir here, or even capture the Emperor himself, then we'll be in a fantastic position, guys. We'll be able to, end the conflict. I think that would be enough. Now, I don't know if taking these 4 with just like a regular heir, not the heir, so you get the 25% bonus instead of the 50% bonus, I don't know if that would be enough. We might have to do a bit more. And of course, the enemy armies could be here by then as well, so that's something to consider too. So we won this one. That gave 3%, not very much, a lot less than I expected actually. So not good overall. Let's take a look and see how we want to do this. I guess we'll go with these guys up to this hill province. We're still going to take attrition. Interesting. I think we have to take that barony then to be able to get it. It's to be able to not take the attrition. Or no, we haven't taken over the whole county here just yet. That's what the problem is. I think once we take over the whole county here in 35 days, we should be able to move without taking attrition. I know it's only 100 dudes, but when you have like 3,400 men, I feel like you have to be smart. Oops. You got to be smart with your troop numbers. So I don't want to waste them by taking attrition. We're able to learn this mayor's secret, or no, this is a guest. Oh, it was the mayor who found the secret. That's what messed me up. So we found this guy's secret. He doesn't have any money. There's really not much to do with it. We could just keep it, I suppose, for now, in case we ever want to use it later, because holding the secrets don't expire. So yeah, we don't want to attack until this is done. So we're looking at 18 days. And then we'll attack over here, and hopefully that'll be enough so we don't take the attrition. We'll have to see, guys. Alright, so a couple days left, and there we go. And let's see if we can now get over here with this army without getting attrition. We can. Alright, excellent. So we're going to go there, and then with this army here, we're going to go ahead and attempt to go after... And we're still going to take some attrition here. But unless we waited for that, which could take a long time, we'll see, guys. But I think our allies are going to go there no matter what anyways. We'll see how long this siege is going to take and whether we want to wait for it. Probably not, though. 17 months. What we could do is just send the whole army up there and see how much that speeds it up. But yeah, maybe we should just go straight to the capital. But that's a long time, man. Yeah, it's a lot longer than I was expecting, actually. So we might want to do is go ahead and see how much this has changed. It's down to 5 now. So what we can do to reduce our overall attrition here that we're facing is then just have these guys come over to this location here. And I think that'll be fine. So yeah, we've already reduced it to 5 months here. We can already assault the fort as well if we so desired. So yeah, we're just waiting at this point. And not sure where the enemy armies are. Not seeing them anywhere. This is in the farmlands, so no terrain penalties if they attack us there. So not bad. Could also have our army sit over here and start sieging down this province, since it does look like this is not going to be enough. We're sitting at 15%. I really don't think this is going to be enough, guys. Let's take a look and see where we have him at. He's at 74. Probably don't have good odds on the next shot. Yeah, we don't. So we can go ahead and cancel this. And then we'll improve relations with somebody else. I don't remember who we were planning on improving relations with, but I know there's somebody. Who was it? There's some leader that I was looking at improving relations with. Maybe an attempt for a marriage or something like that. Yeah, I don't think we have an alliance with her. Let's improve relations with her. I think that's who I was going to do it with. Oops, not arranged marriage. I want to sway her. Not a good chance of success. 50%, guys. This could be much better. But yeah, I don't know what he's doing. But whatever he's doing, it's really not the best thing for him to be doing at the moment. We could do the controlled territory defender advantage +5, or increase control and county progress +20% gain. I guess we'll probably want to look at like what helps us the most in the long run here. So this is fort level. Enemy occupations do not lower control. This one is army gold maintenance, -15%, super helpful. Friendly territory levy reinforcement rate +100%. And siege progress against revolts would be higher. Faction military power threshold for vassals, which that wouldn't help us at all. I think that this is the most helpful route, so let's go this way. And that would help us anytime we're defending. Which the majority of our battles have been defenses, which is the way you want to do it. You want to be fighting on your own territory, defending your own territory in favorable terrain. That's the best way to go about doing it. So not getting a lot of money from these sieges either, which is unfortunate. So let's go ahead and knock out this siege. We're sitting at 33%, guys. The defender still controls the war target. I don't know if that's the capital. I want to say that that's probably the capital. So I think taking the capital should start getting this ticking war score as well. And then we'll just have this army of 2,100 sitting behind them, ready to support if we were attacked. If they attacked with their full-size army, then obviously we wouldn't be able to do it without our allies. But it does look like our allies are assisting us in all of these attacks. Apparently we don't have enough troops here to actually complete the siege, so we need to bring the other army here to get it done. I thought allies would come and assist us, but they're not, so we gotta have the whole army here, guys. And even then, we're looking at 14 months. Now, we did get another innovation, which is fantastic. So let's just take a look, which the Emperor is the culture head, as you'd expect. So it looks like it wasn't here that we got it. It was here, which is this one here. So unlocks the March feudal contract, levy size +5%, and unlocks early medieval era military buildings. Which I don't think any of that's gonna help us because we still haven't gotten this built just yet. Which we do need the battlements innovation. So I don't think that helps us at all. We'll just have to wait. Again, that was an old fascination from the last branch. So 9,500 troops, another 900 coming. He has an army of 11,000 that he's created, 10,000 now. He could probably beat us if he attacked there. It's hard to say. It really depends on how many casualties he takes here. But what's helping us right now is that he is involved in this other conflict. And so he's using his troops for that, trying to get that win, which it looks like he did just get a win, by the way. I think he just won. So now he just has this peasant uprising to put down, which has 5,000 soldiers. That's a good chunk of men right there. I don't know where they're at. Maybe this right here? Not entirely sure. But it does look like he's marching to save his capital with 9,000 troops. He might be taking attrition here as well. It kind of seems like he is. He wouldn't be able to beat us. So yeah, he's in a bad position. I think we're gonna win this now, guys. Again, now we have to do 9 months before we finish this up. We're getting older as well. We're 58 years old. I'm definitely worried we're gonna die before we become a duke. Might happen. But we get another level of devotion here, so that's helpful. Gotta use that X, I guess. That's the only way to do it. So that has made us faithful, and we now have a +5 clergy opinion. Super helpful in trying to get these guys up ever higher. As you get more levies and taxes, the higher that is. So it's helpful. I was about to get another secret here. Sure, that'll be useful. Got 5 more months, guys. An alliance has been formed. So this character has... It looks like his father died. And his father died. He did inherit Crimea. His brother here has inherited as well. You can still remove him technically. Again, we can't be the ones to do it until 1134, meaning we probably won't be the one to do it. But if you have any kids with his... they still haven't gotten married. That's interesting. Maybe now that he's actually a ruler in his own right, he'll actually, have that betrothal take place. But until he does, he can't have any children. Of course, he's married to our granddaughter, and she's still quite young, so they won't be having any children yet. Yeah, we'll have to see what happens there, guys. At least he got something, though. So he did get a little bit of land here. It looks like he has just one county. Yeah, just the one county here. And it's quite far away as well. But it isn't an alliance, so it's a new ally. It's pretty far away, and he doesn't seem very strong either, so... again, we're hoping that things go well with the inheritance. I'm hoping that character dies, his brother dies. We did get another secret here, but it's just on a character with no money. So again, if we wanted to operate against the Emperor, then that'd be one option. If we get control of the Emperor's heir and we still haven't won, one thing we could try and do is assassinate the Emperor, and then his heir would take over, though I don't think we're going to get control of him. It looks like he's leading troops, more than likely. Which, I don't know how good he is at that. He's got good prowess and okay martial. So yeah, I think he's probably leading troops. So we're looking at 2 more months left, guys. I should have sped this up. I didn't realize we're still sitting on speed 3. But you can see the ticking war score is the reason why it's so low. Also, we have lost some battles. You can see he's marching again with a much larger army this time, guys. But remember, he can't arrive in time to stop us from taking the siege. But he is getting wins from the battles. At the very least, has 3% now. We've taken his capital. Got 138 gold from that. Wow, quite a bit. So very, very helpful. And we're able to take... I think that's one of his kids. He's at least related to him. It's not his kid, though. Maybe a grandkid or something like that. Yeah, not seeing any of them here. Oh, there it is. There's his grandkid. So we do have a grandkid. That is not an heir. Or that is being counted as heir. Okay, so plus 25%. That's interesting. So yeah, he's being counted as an heir. So that's giving us that plus 25%. We also have the war goal now, so that's going to be ticking up. And I suppose we're just going to want to go ahead and do an attack this way and go after more territory, though that army is coming, and I'm not really looking to fight him unless we had very favorable terrain here. And I'm not seeing a good location to engage him. But we don't want him to take the Constantinople back. That would obviously be really bad. Yeah, I guess we could come here and attempt to take this county. We'd have to go after these 2 provinces here. Wouldn't be as beneficial as taking his own territory, but again, there's not really anything else to go for. So yeah, I suppose we'll just go ahead and go here next. See if they march with us. I don't know if we'd win in a battle, guys. If he sent the entire army over here, it's very difficult to see us winning that. Let's go ahead and take... Let me see which one of these is the larger castles. So this one is... level 3. They're both level 3. Alright, so let's go ahead and have one of our armies here. Trying to get them selected. I'm having trouble doing that. Let's go ahead and have these guys. Come over here. We'll try and take down 2 castles at the same time. I don't know if this will work. In fact, it looks like he's coming over here. We're just going to have to join back up with them anyways. I think that's exactly what we're going to have to do, unfortunately. Alright, we're getting some penalties here. That's a shame. I don't know where that was at. Was that here? Or was that in our capital? Yeah, it was in the capital. We just lost that penalty and now we have it again. So let's go ahead and upgrade. No. Do we want to spend the money? I think we should probably just keep it for now. Since we are in a war here, we don't want to go into the negative and get that penalty. So we need to watch the enemy army, see where they're going. It looks like they are coming to attack us. So in that case, we might as well come back here. Get the hell out of here. Because, yeah, I don't know if they're coming or not. I know I'm being kind of overly cautious here. To get a little bonus to holding taxes there. So now he's marching back down here. So that's what we want him to do. Because, yeah, if he sent his whole army over here, I think he would win. All right, so with that, that's another win. Not much bonuses, though. Yeah, just not getting much. We can go ahead and, sell off her, but I think we might just end up waiting. Although that is 50 gold. Yeah, that's no small amount. We could also use it to get a favor on the Duke here. And that would be beneficial, having another favor on one of these guys. So let's just keep her for now. And if he gets far enough away, or I feel like I can get the siege done in time, then we'll go ahead and knock that out. Yeah, he's staying pretty far away, guys. Let's go ahead and... Oops, I completely forgot this guy was done with his thing here. Yeah, let's go after these two. And we just got to keep our eye on them, make sure they don't start coming up here. Because we got to keep our entire army together. And it looks like the Duke has left the conflict. So that's not good. And also, it seems that we're engaged up here when I wasn't paying attention. Oh, because the Duke of Bulgaria is now enemy. That's some BS. I'm not entirely sure what happened here. I'm a little bit confused exactly what happened here. But it does seem... Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what happened there, but we need to get the hell out of here. Clearly. Because yeah, that army, the Duke of Bulgaria went against us, and now their entire army seems to be an enemy army, I guess? I'm not entirely sure, but... Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, guys, but yeah, I think this all has to do with that battle there. And let's just get the hell out of here. But yeah, I think they just left our side, and now they're defeating all of our allies at once. So overall, it's quite bad. We do have the ticking war score, though. And now we just need to, like, get the hell out of here. So let me see the best way to go about doing this. I guess we'll just cross the strait there. Again, just trying to keep our army alive here, because we just lost our entire alliance, guys. That was huge. I don't know exactly how that happened, but you can see here that we're now looking, we only have 6,300 men compared to his 13,000. So in a very, very bad position right now, guys. But again, we do have the ticking war score, so we have that in our favor. But yeah, these battles are going against us. We're now at 11% now. I don't know if the enemy has ever come over here yet. Doesn't look like they're coming over here, but they could start attacking our provinces. Yeah, I think we'll just go sit on a hill province for somewhere, for right now. And just figure out what we're going to do, based on what they do. Again, we have the ticking war score, so we have that in our favor, but frankly, we need to win somewhere. So what we need to do is raise our troops back up so we can have the siege engines, since we did lose those. So we could do some sieges here. And I suppose we will, we'll just keep our eyes on if anybody's going to attack. But yeah, frankly, we need to raise up our troops again. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and raise up all armies. I think all the knights were in there, so I think the only thing we're getting is the siege engines and the levies. So we're going to raise up the troops again. We might not even get levies. It might just be the siege engines. Yep, we have some levies here. So I don't know if they're increasing their numbers. We might want to keep our eye on them. Let them sit there for a second. Let's have them keep doing it for right now. See if we can find anything there. Although, maybe because we've taken the province, that could affect it some. What we could do is, well, we at least have to wait till the siege engines get built up to 20 here. And with that, we won. Who did we capture? It seems that we might have captured the heir. That's what I'm thinking here. Oh, I see. It looks like whoever was the heir, which is likely this character who was just killed in a battle just now. Yep, this is what happened. So the prince died, and that made his son, the emperor's grandson, the heir, which ticked us up to 100%. So with that, we win, guys. All right, excellent. So very, very good news. Let's go and enforce our demands on him. This will reduce his crown authority. And also, we're going to get a weak hook on the Emperor. All right, so let's go and enforce our demands. And there we go. We're down to limited crown authority. Super helpful. And of course, we'll have that hook on the Emperor that we could use for a variety of things. We could like force a marriage or something like that, like with his grandchild here. So we could force him to marry our granddaughter. That'd be one way to get onto the throne, though I don't know that we'd be able to get our dynasty onto the throne. Probably not. So the boy is 2, so we'd be looking to get probably one of the youngest, although we should really consider if we can get one of the daughters here. So like her, she is the youngest as well. So I guess we would do her. He would not accept, even when we use the hook, and particularly wouldn't accept the matrilineal marriage. So yeah, even using a hook, we couldn't get a marriage with the Emperor. That's unfortunate. I was hoping we'd be able to do that. But yeah, that will not work. All right, well, that's fine. It is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and disband our armies, guys. Because we're going to want to declare war immediately while we still can, because we are getting old, guys. So we'd want to declare war on them right now. Now, we could wait until our troops are raised up here, but they're pretty weak too. And again, we're trying to become a duke before we die. So this is like just absolutely imperative that we do this as quickly as possible. So let's go and declare war here. We will be able to bring our allies into this conflict this time. And we could actually ask our head of faith for gold too. So that we could get 235 gold. Yeah, that'd be helpful. We'll go and ask for that. And then we'll use that probably to build. Let's go and call in our allies if they can. Doesn't look like they'll all join. It does look like our son will join, so we'll pull him in. What else? What other ones can we pull in? We have prisoners to be ransomed, so we want to take care of that. And that looks like that's all. That's all we're about to pull in, since we can't pull him in. He really does not like us. Because we tried and killed his brother, of course. So I suppose that's not surprising. Although we were doing it for him, we were trying to help him out. We can also go ahead and ransom, and we do need to find another court position too. We haven't done that yet. I'll see if there's anybody in our court that would be decent at that. Our wife would make a pretty good court position. I don't know if we can make her a court position while she's also... I think you can, but I might be wrong here. Appoint as court position. Yeah, let's do that. I think she's a pretty good fit, guys. I don't think there's anybody better than that. So yeah, we'll make her the court position. And it makes her like us more too. That's beneficial as well. All right, so we've done that. What was the other thing I needed to do here? We called on our allies. I don't think there's anything else. I was going to build something here, but we'll wait till we get that money. So let's want to raise up our troops now. We're going to want to raise them up, right here as close as possible, so we can go straight after the capital and just try and get this done. So let's go and raise up our armies here. Get them all raised up. It's going to take a day. There we go. Beautiful. And we did get that money. Excellent. So let's go ahead and see what we can build. I guess we'd build here and just improve the high tents to the camp cooks. And then let's go ahead. And also, by the way, if we become a duke, then I can pick what provinces we give to our son. That's the thing. That would be really helpful. Right now, because each one of our sons, besides our main heir, is set to get one county. And we don't get to pick what county that is, unless we give it to him before we die. So maybe we could give this county here to, Cyrus, and then that would result in our son getting one of these two here instead of that one. Now, we did just build that one all up, but I actually do want control of this one here. This is the one I would like to have. I'm fine with one of our other sons getting this one. But yeah, we can't do that right now, because if we gave it away, then we lose complete control of it, because a count can't be the liege of another count. But once we become duke, that's no longer a problem, guys. So let's go ahead and go here. Although we don't have the siege weapons here just yet. Yeah, they're not where I want them to be, but we might go ahead and try and just get this done anyways, even without the full siege engine. I don't know how long this would take. Let's go to the first and see if this improves at all. It's going up by 2 every month. That's just not enough, guys. So let's just go ahead and get the siege done and see what happens here. See how long this is going to take. And we will have to wait on the siege engines at a different time. Kind of one of the negatives of going straight to war after we had just finished a conflict. All right, so we're looking at 6 months here. All right, so that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Now, I don't know where the enemy is. I'm not seeing any enemy troops. I don't even know how many enemy troops exist. 658 total. There's 148 there. So not much. If they combine all their troops, they could do a siege. That's pretty much it. So again, this will be a very easy conflict. The question is, can we get it done before we die? We're 60 years old right now. Health is fine. But again, could die any moment, guys. So definitely a concern. I'm a little worried that we won't get this done beforehand. Taking this county here would not be enough, probably. I think we'd still have to come over here and take this one or win a battle or something like that. Unfortunately, that hook expired on the Dutches. Yeah, it's a real shame. And I never did ransom the prisoners off. I knew there was something I was forgetting to do. So yeah, we could go ahead and ransom him off, but instead of doing that... Oh, okay, this would go to the Duke and not the Emperor. Never mind, I was going to say we could do a favor instead. When it comes to that character, we can already get a favor from him by ransoming her off to get a favor on him. And I think that's what we'll do. And then we'll just, we'll have to wait until that's done, and then we'll sell the boy there. Alright, so now we have a favor on him, a hook, I should say. And now we're going to want to ransom off the boy here for 100 gold. That'd be helpful. Right, excellent. See if there's anything we want to do here in the decisions. We could always invite more knights. I don't know how good our knights are. Let's just take a look. I know we have some decent knights, but it seems like we also are using quite a few cruddy ones. And we forced our son to be a knight as well, so he should be hopefully improving if he ever sees a battle. We've been mainly avoiding battles though, so yeah, I think hiring some knights would be useful. But we're not gonna do that right now. Let's just focus on getting this done, guys. So we can actually speed this up. We were not able to sway the Duchess. Again, the chances are only 50-50, so not great. And we were able to finish construction there as well. Alright, so yeah, now we're just at the point we're waiting to either get another county that we know that we'll have in our hands, which I'm hoping will be this one. And they are sieging us with the one army that they can siege us with, but it's irrelevant because we've almost won here. And from there, we'll be able to attack him, so it's not much of a problem. Now he's going to try and run, so we're going to have to chase him down. Looking for a desirable fight here. Let's let him move there, or get stuck moving there. Yeah, and then we'll attack him. He won't be able to get away now, and we've got a battle going. Excellent. So this should be a very easy battle here, and there we go. Just like that, we've captured the Duchess, and we've won the conflict. So nice easy conflict, which is a fast conflict, which is what we needed. We had to have a fast conflict so that we can try and usurp her titles. All right, so we have won that county there. Now, I want to say that it would be set to go to our son, or one of the counties would be. So he's set to get these two now. And of course, Thomas is the monk. Magnus is getting this one here. And looks like Cyrus is set to get the newest one. All right, so this is obviously the least profitable. Corinth here is the least profitable of them, I think. Or maybe not. It's 17. Let me just double check here on the development. It might be worth more. It has less buildings though, so it's hard to say. We'll have to get the control up to see. Oh, control's at 100 already. Never mind then. It's not a problem. So let's go ahead and now we should disband our army. And now we're going to try and usurp her title. So we want the duchy title, which is rightfully ours. We'll usurp this. It's going to cost 250 gold. We'll gain some prestige, and now we became a duke. Excellent. So at this point now, we will no longer lose control of any counties that we have. Now, if we get another duchy, well, that's a different story. That duchy would go to one of our other sons. So we have to be careful not to get another duchy if we want to keep our titles there. But yeah, we're now set to keep 3 counties and the duchy title, and those counties that we lose would still be under our control. They would go to our sons, who would be our vassals. So now we can kind of select which locations we want to keep and which ones we want to give to our sons. So outside of having these 2 provinces here, which I'd like to keep, we have 2 choices. We can either retain control of this county here so that we can kind of like maybe have the entire control of the Peloponnesian Peninsula, have it like fully under our direct control, with the exception of, obviously this county where I think this is the county where Sparta was. So yeah, we could get control of that later, and then we'd have control of the entire peninsula. Or we can keep this one since it's more built up and it's probably, given the development is lower. But at this point, it's probably worth a lot more, simply because of the extra buildings. So we could keep that one instead. I feel like, you know, one thing to consider is that we'll also have this county under our control as well, because, you know, he owns that one. So we'd have this county too. So having this one, the neighboring one, would be helpful. But again, it's just not as good as the other ones, I feel. So I don't think we'll keep this one. I just don't think it's as good. So that one we'll definitely want to give out. And remember, we don't have to give these out right now, and then we could keep the profit and keep the levies from them. But one advantage of giving them out, again, is we get to pick and choose. And I really want this one to go to our son, and as of right now, it's not. So we have to. We're stuck in a position where we have to give these out, which is kind of a shame. But I think we're going to do that anyway. So we're going to want to give Magnus, he has one daughter here, a title, and then we're going to want to give Cyrus a title as well, and marry him off. We need to find him a spouse. I guess we can do that now, see who we can find. So we're looking for like a good alliance. If we can find one. There is none though. Then there's a lot of other choices as well. Here's a county that would be willing to arrange marriage with us. I guess that's okay. I haven't changed the filters yet, so let's just take a look at this. We're looking for somebody who's no older than 25, with an age difference no larger than 10. And we can leave that as is. Go fertile here, healthy. And that's it for right now. We could go with traits as well, but I think that's less of a priority for this marriage. And so instead, let's just look at the potential choices here. So here in with Greek alliances, there actually is quite a few choices. All these are the same count here, though. So yeah, we have this guy here. So we already looked at him. He has 2 counties. Good size army. Would not be a bad alliance. As far as her daughter, the content villain, she's callous, generous, and arrogant. She has okay stats, 18 years old. There's another count here, or countess, excuse me. She only has 1 county, so it's not as powerful. I'm assuming all the rest of them also only have 1 county since it's ranking it by the power. So this would be the best marriage for an alliance. It is kind of a far away alliance though. But still a helpful one, I suppose. It's always helpful to have more allies. So could do this one. And sorry about the loud vehicles there, guys. And I really feel like this would probably be the best option. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Let's do this marriage here, guys, if he's willing to. Yeah, he is. Just barely. But yeah, let's go ahead and do that. There's going to be a lot more marriages available, though. One thing I didn't think about is because we are a duke now. So before we arrange the marriage with him, what we'll do is we'll just go ahead and place this guy. We'll pin him real quick, just so that I can see if she's willing to arrange a marriage, because we've been trying to get a marriage with her for a while. It looks like she might not have any options available. I think that's what the issue is. We could go ahead and arrange a marriage for one of our granddaughters with him, though. Would she accept? She would not. Unfortunately, we've not been able to improve the relations with her enough yet, so we're gonna have to wait. But we do have a lot of granddaughters to marry off. But one thing to consider is that we won't be able to marry off any granddaughters once we so unpin him there. Once we give, and I think this will be the case, once we give those titles out to our sons, I think they would then arrange the marriages for their children. So again, they changed all this in the recent patch. Normally you can't. I don't know if that's been changed though. So we would want to marry any granddaughters off before we actually gave them the titles. Yeah, let's go ahead and arrange this marriage, guys, although we are looking for his daughter. Let's go ahead and arrange a marriage with her. And this would be with Cyrus here. We can also do our grandson, apparently. Constus he's ready for a marriage. That's the character we would perhaps eventually play as. So I do want to see how he's doing, by the way. Yeah, let's go and send that proposal off. And let me just take a look at how Constus is doing, since he's our later eventual character. So he's rowdy. He decided to go with the intrigue education. That's unfortunate, because I would prefer him to do the military one with that trait that he has. Because it gives that positive prowess. So I'd prefer that he did the martial. We would have to die before he came of age to be able to do that, though. So it's a possibility. I mean, we're looking at our character's 60 years old. So we have 7 years. I assume we would die in 7 years. So we'll probably be able to change his education if we so desire. But yeah, we've now arranged that marriage. Let's get this approval in. Also, we've increased our fame as well. So yeah, just gonna have to start using the X here. That I got the alliance, and so we now can get more knights, and we have higher secular opinion. And look at this, guys. We were almost to the exalted among men. As a count, we were a count for most of our lives. That's not bad at all, guys. That's pretty good fame for a count. It just shows how much we've done as this character, and a big part of that is we've lived for so long. We can also demand payments. Those are dukes, though, so dukes and duchesses, so we're not going to do that. And then also it looks like he's looking to grant us a vassal, the countess here. Oh, well, that's awesome. So she'll be our vassal now, so this is now under our control. We now have our first count vassal, and that is the former duchess. So we took her title, and now she is our vassal. We could go ahead and appoint her into a position, which I think we should, because she's the most powerful vassal we have, the countess. But we don't want to do that until we give out these other titles to our sons, because I am going to give them out, guys. I think that's the best way to do it. I know that's going to really hit our money and our levies, but I think as a content character at the end of our life, I don't know if we're going to be conquering much territory anymore. At this point, we did our goal. We got the duchy, so I don't know that we'll conquer anything else after this. I think we'll likely just live out the rest of our life as a content, happy man. So we might not need the levies. And most importantly, again, I'm trying to control who gets which counties. So yeah, we'll give these out. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion. That's why I'm going to do that here. I'm going to end it here and not hand out the counties yet. I'd love to hear your guys' opinion on what you think we should do in regards to these counties. Now, I want these two to go to our son, so therefore we have to keep these two. And then it's these three counties that are in question. Now, this one, again, is the least profitable one. It's the worst one. We're going to grant this one out. Which one of these two should we grant? So we grant this one. Oops, my bad, guys. Should we grant this one here so that we can have all three of these counties that we directly control next to each other? Should we do that one, or should we do the one that has the more buildings here? This one also has more development, though. But again, this one's a lot more profitable because of the buildings that have already been constructed there. So, should we grant these two out or these two out? Corinth and this one. Should we grant these two or these two? So that's my question to you guys. And who should get which one? Which one should Magnus get? And which one should Cyrus get? So we're going to grant these out, guys. Next episode in the beginning. Again, I'm going to leave it here so you guys can give me your guys' opinion on what you think we should do for our titles here. I'd love to hear your interpretation of this, like what the best way to hand these out would be. But yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what happens as our next character. Of course, he is older. He's a 40-year-old character, and we haven't even died yet. So, I mean, he could be as old as 45 or even older by the time we become this character. So that'd be interesting coming in here as a very older character. Probably won't play as him as for as long. But yeah, he's a legendary blade master. Look at that prowess, guys. He's also irritable. Stress has made Michael prone to frequent outbursts and tantrums. I think this is going to be a fun character to play as, even if we only do play as him for 20 years or so. I think it should be a fun playthrough. So I'm looking forward to that chance to play as a new character. We've been Michael II here for quite some time. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and leave it off here. Hope you guys did enjoy the episode. If you did, make sure you leave a like on it, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. I do hope to see you guys on the next episode, which remember won't be until Tuesday. So I'll see you on that episode, and thanks for watching.